Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. With the new season of Mushoku Tensei out, I'll be going over a recap of the first season. Whether you're getting ready to dive into season 2, or just need a refresher on Rudeus Greyrat's epic odyssey, I've got you covered. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and thank you guys for all your support. So far we are so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and like and comment, telling me your thoughts on the video or what you want to see me cover next. But let's get on with the video. In a genre flooded with overpowered protagonists and fantasy tropes, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation stands out as a true masterclass in world-building and character redemption. Season 1 didn't just tell a story, it took us on a sprawling, emotional journey across continents, pushing its main character from the absolute rock bottom of humanity to a world of endless magical possibilities. The story opens with a 34-year-old Japanese shut-in who has spent 20 years hiding from society following severe high school trauma. Seeing 3 high schoolers about to be struck by an oncoming truck, he reawakens as an infant named Rudeus Greyrat in the central continent's kingdom of Asura, born to Paul, an exceptionally skilled yet flawed swordsman, and Zenith, a devoted healing mage. Rudeus realizes he has retained all his past life intelligence and memories. Crucially, he retains his adult cognitive ability, allowing him to learn the language quickly and study magic books meant for adults while still in his crib. Rudeus discovers the fundamental mechanics of magic in this world. Spells are typically cast via verbal incantations, but through trial, error, and his understanding of real-world physics, he discovers silent casting. By directly manipulating his internal mana without spoken chants, he vastly reduces casting time and scales his power output. Because he trains his mana pool continuously from infancy, before his body's mana capacity locks in during adolescence, his total mana reserve expands to an unprecedented near-godlike level. Noticing their toddler casting high-level water spells, Paul and Zenith hire Roxy, a water saint rank magician of the demon-blooded Meagred race. Roxy spent 2 years living with the Greyrats. She not only refines Rudy's offensive and defensive magic, but also subtly heals his psychological scars. Rudeus had developed severe agoraphobia from his past life's trauma, terrified of stepping outside his family's front gate, unaware of his internal struggle. Roxy simply takes him by the hand for a horseback ride into the local village, showing him that the world isn't inherently hostile. This single moment shatters Rudeus's trauma, instilling in him a lifelong, near-religious reverence for Roxy. After passing his final Saint Tier exam at age 7, Roxy departs, leaving Rudeus a magical staff and a world of possibility. Shortly after, Rudeus rescues a young child from local bullies. The child, Sylphiette, is a half-elf with silent casting talent, whom Rudeus mistakenly assumes is a boy for months. They form a deep bond, with Rudy teaching her magic. However, when their emotional codependency grows too strong, Paul intervenes, arranging for Rudeus to take a high-paying tutoring job away from home so he can pay for both his and Sylphie's tuition at the Ranoa Magic Academy. Rudeus is sent to the fortress city of Roa in the Fito-A region to tutor his second cousin, Eris Greyrat, the granddaughter of Lord Soros. Eris is violent, spoiled, and completely resistant to authority. To break her hostility, Rudeus coordinates a controlled staging of a fake kidnapping with her bodyguard, Ghislaine Didoldia, a former Sword King tier beast woman. However, political rivals turn the staged abduction into a real execution attempt. Trapped with actual kidnappers, Rudeus uses tactical magic and quick thinking to protect Eris, until Ghislaine arrives to eliminate the assassins. This shared brush with death forces Eris to trust Rudeus. Over the next 5 years, Rudy tutors her in arithmetic, literacy, and magic, while Ghislaine trains them both in the sword god style. During his time in Roa, Rudeus learns about the intricate power dynamics of the world, the 3 major sword styles, the tension between the Asura kingdom and surrounding regions, and the historical conflict between humans and the demon race. On Rudeus's 10th birthday, his family and mentors throw him a private party, but the celebration is cut short. High in the sky above the Fito-A region, a massive, unnatural sphere of red mana gathers. Arriving at the cliffside alongside Eris and the North-Estine hero Aramon Feeb, they witness the sky rupture. A massive continent-spanning event called the Mana Calamity triggers, bursting into a blinding pillar of light that instantly disintegrates everything in the region and teleports hundreds of thousands of people across the globe. Rudeus wakes up in a barren, hostile landscape, the demon continent, thousands of miles from home. Beside him is Eris, and guarding them is a tall, green-haired warrior with a red gem embedded in his forehead. This is Rudeus Greyrat, a warrior of the supered race species feared and reviled across the world due to a historical curse, orchestrated centuries ago by the demon god Laplace. Recognizing Rudeus's profound honor and noble soul, Rudeus promises to help Rudeus clear his people's name. They form an adventurer party named Dead End, capitalizing on the supered's terrifying reputation to clear quests, earn coin for travel, and secure passage across the sea. Rudeus acts as the strategist and diplomat, navigating xenophobic towns, criminal undergrounds, and corrupt adventurer guilds. Along their journey, Rudeus enters an ethereal realm in his dreams where an entity calling itself Hitogami, the man-god, offers cryptic advice. Following one of Hitogami's instructions, Rudeus saves the wanderer, Empress Kishirisu, who rewards him by granting him a demon eye, the Eye of Foresight, which allows Rudeus to see several seconds into the future, fundamentally altering his combat capabilities. Through months of grueling travel, fighting lethal monsters, and managing delicate party dynamics, Rudeus, Eris, and Rudeus forge an unbreakable bond, slowly shifting public perception of the supered race one village at a time. After crossing the ocean, Dead End reaches the Milis continent. In the holy capital of Millicent, Rudeus stumbles upon a black market kidnapping ring, only to discover the leader rescuing the victims is his own father, Paul. The reunion turns catastrophic. Paul, exhausted after searching for his missing wife Zenith, his younger daughter Aisha, and his village's survivors, has turned to alcohol and despair. Expecting Rudeus to have been leading a desperate search effort, Paul is furious that Rudy appears to be enjoying a relaxed vacation with a noble girl. Rudeus, unaware of the scale of the calamity, snaps back. A brutal physical fight breaks out before Norn steps in. Days later, after intervention from Guise, a fellow traveler, and emotional reflection on both sides, Paul and Rudeus meet in a tavern, break down in tears, reconcile, and pledge to support each other's search efforts. Resuming their journey toward Asura, Dead End traverses the Red Dragon Lower Jaw Pass. There they encounter Orsted, the dragon god one of the 7 world powers and arguably the single most dangerous being in existence. Orsted casually converses with them until Rudeus mentions Hitogami. Instantly turning hostile due to an ancient feud with the man-god, Orsted attacks. Despite Rudeus unleashing his highest-level magic, his Eye of Foresight, and Rudeus's battle instincts, Orsted effortlessly neutralizes them, punching through Rudeus's chest and destroying his lungs. Only Eris's desperate begging moves Orsted's companion Nanahoshi to convince Orsted to heal Rudy's fatal wound before departing. This encounter leaves Rudeus with lingering, deep-seated psychological trauma. Finally returning to the Fitoa region, the party finds their former home of Roja turned into a barren refugee camp. The tragic reality of the calamity hits. Eris's parents and grandfather were executed during the political fallout, and most of the population remains missing or dead. Rudeus, having safely brought Eris and Rudeus across continents to their homeland, fulfills his vow and departs, leaving them as capable adults. But when Rudeus awakes the following morning, Eris is gone. She left behind a lock of her hair and a brief note, "You are amazing. I am leaving on a journey." Unbeknownst to Rudeus, Eris realized after the battle with Orsted that she was too weak to protect him, leaving alongside Ghislaine to train at the Sword God's holy land, so she could one day stand as his equal. Devastated and misinterpreting her departure as complete abandonment, Rudeus falls into a profound clinical depression, completely unable to cast magic or find purpose. Learning that his mother, Zenith, has been located somewhere on the Greyrat continent, Rudeus packs his belongings, picks up his staff, and steps out into the snow alone, setting off toward the northern continent to begin the next chapter of his life.